It's not effective.
No.
And we don't use non-lethal. I mean, some agencies, I'm sure they do. My agency doesn't. And if you're a police, how much training are they doing? One, with the non-lethal, and two, with the lethal?
Mm-hmm.
Is it like a FAM? Is it like, once a year? Is it you just have to qualify with it once and they get stuck in a trunk and you just kind of have it there? It all comes down to training. And that comes down to the civilian market as well. The civilian world, not just a market, because I know we all like to train. But it comes down to training. And that comes down to dry firing. That comes down to just a basic understanding of the actions. The safety on a Mossberg 500, I could use my thumb up top. The safety on a Remington 870 is down by the trigger well. The slide releases are different.
Yep.
Shotguns are all different. A double barrel opens up differently than some single barrels. There's so many different things. So whatever that weapon system you're going to use, whatever that firearm you're going to use, understand it and dry fire. Just dry fire.
Yeah.
And make sure you don't have any ammo next to you, because it's not a good thing.
Yeah, in some of these smaller departments, you don't have. I'm sorry, buddy. I just wanted to point out what Jason was saying about the different types of guns and different manufacturers operate differently. They're going to take whatever they can get, and I don't blame them. But again, you have to train. You might be pushing on the side of that trigger guard all day. Oops, it's on my thumb on top of the right at the end of the stock. You know what I'm saying? So again, these guys are going to take whatever they can get, especially if it's in good shape or brand new or a demo gun that they got from a manufacturer. But you got to train with it because you could run into something like that. It gets you killed. Absolutely.
100%. Yeah, 100% will. Especially like you said, if you're running mixed breeds across the department.
Right.
What do I got?
Yep.
And especially if they're pass me off guns, right? So if they're going, hey man, you're just getting off a shift and hey, here's what you got. Well, I've always used to run in the 870. What, now you give me, what's this Mossberg thing, So no, 100%. But
or he doesn't check it, because he figured the guy just had it and he doesn't realize that it's a different model. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It could be that simple and that quickly go south on you.
Yeah. And then one other point too, from the LE side, you got to think you've got gas capable with your shotguns as well. So how are you stowing? And I've seen dramas before.
Where
people getting
twice.
Where people getting
not me personally, but I was there.
Yeah, but they're getting smoked out of their own wagon, right? Because hey, they got the shotgun in the back. Rounds are just flapping around, and somehow something, because God knows there's nothing in that trunk, right?
Oh, God.
Something in that trunk, pops 1, 2, 3 of them CS shotgun rounds, and they get pulling over, going, man, I'm dying. It's like, dude, it all goes back to me. It's that tool that you out of anything that you're going to have, you've got to have organization. You've got to go, hey, where are my gas rounds? How are they sealed? Am I keeping them in the box? Are they just rolling around? All that. Inspect them. Oh, that's a concept. How long they've been sitting in the trunk. But yeah, it's just there's so much to it, and I don't think and I don't say this to be mean or anything, but I don't think your average person is thinking about that at the shotgun. They're thinking, yeah, that's what Grandpa used to slap on the shoulder to go bird hunting.
Right. Okay, guys, a little lighter story. I'm sure not for her. Heather Cover, Channel 6, CBS, Albany, New York. She's apparently a staple in the community, and everybody seems to love her. If you haven't seen it, she showed up to a broadcast, and she was struggling, guys. She was struggling a little bit. This is from our friends at Outkick. If you haven't seen this, go check it out on YouTube. All you got to do is just search her name on YouTube. You'll find it. But an Albany, New York TV anchor claims a lack of sleep led to the wild weekend news broadcast where Heather Kovar slurred her speech and got the weather guy's names wrong. Now, okay, that can happen. But she was obviously a little under the influence. She did cite that she was exhausted, and there's some truth to that. Yeah, that news business isn't easy. It's not easy. Those guys and gals who work for the newsrooms and they get up, 3:00 in the morning to do those all day shows. Apparently she did a double shift. So she probably did the morning, had a break in the afternoon. Now she's doing the night. Did it by herself, by the way. So hats off to her. Did the whole show the way she was. You can see the picture here. She's a little cross-eyed. One eye's a little laggy. She slurred her speech. Hair's a little disheveled. Looks like maybe she tried to catch a couple winks on the couch out in the green room. Maybe. I don't know. But like I said, we're not bashing on her. Everybody seems to care a lot about her, so I hope she's going to be okay. But that scheduling, that news biz, man. I don't always agree with them. I'm very critical of them a lot of the time. But at the same time, these guys get up early, pull these long shifts. Always got to be on their P's and Q's. Look, Rick and I know. Every time we say something that's not even close to being correct, or it's just a little bit off, man, we hear about it. These guys, I'm sure, get hammered on all the time. No pun intended. But yeah, and then one of her co-workers says, yeah, she's kind of a partier, but hey, look, you know what? I'm sure she's a lot of fun. I'm sure she's a nice lady. It was a tough week for her, but like I said, she got suspended. I hope she's going to make it back. We're pulling for her here at the OTR universe, but I don't think the production team or maybe the station manager helped her out too much. You know what? Someone could have canceled on her. Someone could have canceled and they called her and she was a trooper and she fell right in there, thought she was fine. But yeah, it's a good watch. Go check it out and throw her some support. Don't say anything mean, cut her some slack. Seems like a nice person, but yeah, good story. I hope she's okay. We're pulling for her. Maybe we got to get her on the show.
But really, here's a big thing. So getting on the whole In Honor of Duco project and things, we launched our canine product line with the In Honor of Duco loop leash. So make sure you guys go to warthog.com, check that out. A couple different videos on there just to give you guys a little better understanding of what this whole loop leash is, how we designed it. Designed over in Afghanistan, built right here in the US of A, and again to honor Duco. For those of you that have purchased, thank you so very much for all your support. I couldn't do it without you. A couple other housekeeping notes. Don't forget, patreon.com/On the Range podcast. We do a Zoom call with our patrons twice a month. Interact with me and Mark, and again, where we solve all the world's problems. And don't forget to check us out on Vimeo, Fire TV, Roku, whatever you listen to. Do us that huge favor. Please hit that subscribe button. Leave us a rating review. That's the way it's going to help us get the reach out there and let more people know what we got going on. So for this episode, kind of titled it Building Relationships. Why do I want to talk about building relationships? Well, first and foremost, because for me, I did not do a good job building relationships. And I believe a lot of that stems from December 24th, 2005, when my good buddy Joe Andres was killed. You're running around prior to getting the message going out, finally catch the Baghdad Christmas cake thief. And if you guys don't know Joe's story, listen to that. But that's how we kind of honor his memory. But unbeknownst to me, the human brain is a powerful entity. And in turn, it, in essence, I believe, put up barricades to harnessing those relationships. So why do I say that? Because again, this weekend, it was one of those opportunities. Hey, a buddy of mine reached out via text, said, hey, man, I'm swinging by. Would love to catch up. Could have very easily said, hey, man, I'm busy. I'm this. Nope. Let's go ahead and capitalize on building relationships. So especially for my service members, for my first responders, I got it, guys. Don't make the same mistakes I did and kind of lose these relationships. Especially with guys getting out, trying to figure out, hey, what am I going to do? What's my transition point? What's my task and purpose? Just reach out to your buddies every once in a while, right? Shoot them a text, hey, man, how you doing? And, I've had friends, unfortunately, that thought leaving this earth would be a better place for them. I'm going to tell you, if you're in that situation or even contemplating, please reach out, get some help. Don't be selfish in that decision. But it's one of those, if we just keep those relationships, if we just check in with our friends, hey, man, quick little email, text, phone call, whatever you guys communicate by, just to check in with people and go, hey, man, you doing all right? Just want to check on you. To me, it goes a long way.